What happens when a Duggar walks away from the cameras, the courtship rules, and the family name, all in the same year? Amy Duggar just gave fans a front-row seat to her new life, and the pictures say more than any headline could. From beach sunsets to champagne toasts, she's showing the world a side of herself that looks nothing like what 19 kids and counting fans grew up watching. But this isn't just a vacation update. It's a snapshot of a woman stepping fully into a life she chose for herself, on her own terms. Stick around, because we're breaking down exactly what these new photos reveal, how they connect to a wedding that made headlines for reasons beyond the dress and the flowers, and why fans can't stop talking about it. There's more to this story than a pretty honeymoon album, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Amy's choices have become such a big deal. To understand why this update matters, you need to know where Amy Duggar comes from. She's not one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children, but their niece, the daughter of Michelle's brother. Amy grew up in the same strict, conservative household culture as her famous cousins, but she was often seen as the more outspoken one, appearing on 19 Kids and Counting as a relatable, sometimes rebellious presence compared to her more traditional relatives. Over the years, fans watched her push back gently against some of the family's stricter courtship rules, dating more openly than her cousins typically did. That set the stage for her relationship with Dillon, a man she dated for about 10 months before getting engaged. Their courtship looked noticeably different from the family norm, and it hinted that Amy was carving her own path. When the two tied the knot in September 2015, the wedding itself became a story, partly because of the celebration, and partly because of the family drama swirling around it. Amy's cousin Josh Duggar was dealing with a personal scandal at the time, and his absence from the wedding was impossible to ignore. Against that backdrop, Amy and Dillon's honeymoon photos gave fans something lighter to focus on, a genuine, joyful moment in the middle of a difficult season for the extended family. So let's get into what actually happened. Amy Duggar and Dillon said "I do" on September 6, 2015. During a country chic wedding at Horton Farms in Bentonville, Arkansas. About 400 guests attended the ceremony, and Amy wore a strapless satin ball gown while her father walked her down the aisle. After the reception, in a fun twist, the newlyweds rode off on a motorcycle, signaling the start of their married life. From there, the couple headed to Kansas City for a few days before continuing on to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico, for their honeymoon. And that's where the real update begins. Once they arrived in Cancun, Amy and Dillon started sharing frequent photos and videos with fans through Instagram, giving followers a real-time look at their trip. The posts showed the couple enjoying champagne breakfasts, romantic dinners, and plenty of relaxed beach time, often with a drink in hand. Dillon posted a photo of the two of them kissing, with Amy in a teal two-piece swimsuit, along with a video of her blowing him a kiss while swimming in their private plunge pool. He gushed about the trip online, calling their patio and pool amazing, but adding that his wife made it even better. Amy herself opened up about the experience, telling reporters it felt exciting to finally wake up next to Dillon every day, since the couple didn't live together before the wedding. She described it simply as waking up in paradise. What makes this honeymoon update stand out isn't just the romance, it's the contrast with the family's more conservative reputation. The Duggar family is widely known for modest dress and traditional courtship rules, so seeing swimsuit photos and champagne toasts from someone connected to that family felt notably different. It's worth being clear here that these choices reflect the way Amy and Dillon chose to live their own married life, separate from expectations placed on Amy's cousins. During this same period, the family was also dealing with the fallout from Josh Duggar's public admission of infidelity and pornography addiction, which had already rocked the family before the wedding took place. Dillon didn't hold back when asked about it, telling reporters directly that he believed Josh had made a conscious decision to cheat and that infidelity was a valid reason for a marriage to end. Those comments added another layer to an already emotional time for the extended family, even as Amy and Dillon's honeymoon photos offered a much lighter, celebratory contrast. Amy herself acknowledged the tension around her own wedding day, telling reporters before the ceremony that it had been a rough few weeks and months for the family, and that she wanted the day to feel safe and special, surrounded only by people who truly loved and knew her. Reaction to Amy's honeymoon photos was largely positive, with many fans expressing genuine happiness for the couple online. Followers commented on how relaxed and joyful the two looked together, especially given the stressful backdrop the family was navigating at the time. Entertainment outlets covering the story framed the photos as a refreshing, light-hearted moment, describing the couple as living it up in paradise. Some commentary noted the contrast between Amy's more relaxed, modern approach to marriage and vacationing, compared to the more conservative image typically associated with the Duggar family. This wasn't presented as scandal, more as an observation that Amy had always charted her own course. Not every reaction focused on the swimsuits or champagne, either. A number of fans and outlets highlighted Dillon's blunt comments about Josh Duggar's scandal, with some praising him for speaking honestly and others simply noting it added extra attention to an already newsworthy trip. Overall, the tone across coverage stayed fairly balanced, celebrating the couple's happiness while acknowledging the complicated family context surrounding it. Looking ahead, fans continued to follow Amy and Dillon's life together as a young married couple building their own path outside the traditional Duggar spotlight. Amy has remained a recognizable, independent voice connected to the family over the years, periodically sharing updates about her marriage and her relationship with her extended relatives. Viewers interested in her story can expect her to keep documenting major life milestones on her own terms, much like she did with this honeymoon. So here's the big picture. Amy Duggar King's Cancun honeymoon photos gave fans a joyful, relatable glimpse into her marriage with Dillon King, arriving during an emotionally heavy stretch for the wider Duggar family. The trip highlighted a couple embracing modern married life, wrapped in genuine affection and a bit of playful humor, while also spotlighting just how different Amy's journey has looked compared to her more traditional cousins. It's a reminder that even within one of reality TV's most famous families, individual paths can look completely different. What are your thoughts on this latest Duggar family update? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Duggar family update.